Both methodologies, traditional and design and build, I believe have a place. Design build has definite advantages. However, in order for design build to really work perfectly, you need absolute alignment of the team, and therein lies both the challenge and the answer. Being aligned means that the team from the outset understands cost, client expectations, delivery, programming, and when you have that all in sync and you're working very seamlessly towards an end goal, then the design build method actually has the time benefit and the costs are controlled from the outset.
I agree with you. I think there's a place for both the traditional route as well as the design and build. For similar reasons that you mentioned, I think if you talk a design and build, it can be less costly, can be faster, because you can actually mobilize while the design is not completed. Also, I think in design and build, when you're talking about the budgets, you're basically value engineering from the beginning of the project.
The traditional is a typical client who perhaps wants something very bespoke and the expectation is very, very high end. You need to go through a series of design questions and challenges to be able to achieve a result that will then be a package that will go out to tender.
What we also see in the traditional route, which we struggle as a contractor with, you get a design, we don't know the budget, and then we're usually told the budget is too high, and we're like, well, wasn't there a budget from the beginning? And we start redoing everything and we start to value engineer.
I think both models do work well if done well. What we would typically do, we'll sit down with the client, understand when they need to get in, what is their quality aspiration, how long they have, what their budget is, and we'll take all those different parameters and come back to them with a recommendation of what we believe is the best route to pursue. I don't think a lot of clients truly understand design and build. Their expectation is that through a design and build process, they have the time and luxury to go back to various decision makers and run through that process, which is not the case. I think the key is that everyone needs to be aligned in exactly what the true drivers are, and then from our side we put that recommendation in place and then that model is delivered. But in terms of which is better, it's purely down to what is best for the client really.
One of the most interesting things about design build is when you can collaborate, because it's through collaboration and sharing ideas that you actually change a mindset of an approach, you change a mindset of a region, and you all start actually learning from one another. And when you're working in collaboration with the contractor, you then actually work together as a team to find the best way, the best materials, the best design approaches, and I think all of these things combined are sustainable design.
From a contractor point of view, I would say if you want to build a sustainable or eco-friendly project, you need to find, in my opinion, a contractor that has sustainable business practices. And I mean, that's in terms of how they run their business, as well as how they execute the project. So you need a contractor who has that built into their processes already, and not just, oh, it's an eco-friendly project, let's change all our processes just to carry out that project. It should already be in the DNA of the organization. If you sit around the table, you can really come with solutions that are good for the project, but also sustainable, as well as very cost-effective. But then you need the buy-in of all the parties. We still don't see enough projects going the sustainable and eco-friendly route, because I think there's the perception in the market that a sustainable or green project costs more money. This is something that's not true. In our opinion, whether you build a conventional project or a green project or sustainable project, it has the same price tag. So it has a lot to do, I think, with awareness and education, but it takes time to go there. If all we do is talk about the environments and the birds and the bees, that will not convince people to go for that, because the businesses take decisions based on their bottom line at the end of the day. Everybody likes to be good, but if we can show, yeah, you can be good, and at the same time it will be good for your balance sheet, that I think is what will move people.
I wouldn't say it's any more expensive to design it in accordance with best practice. The fact they've chosen design and build, they're looking to move through a quicker process. If you pick the right contractor, you should leverage off their skills. These guys are working across the market, they're looking at innovative solutions, they're looking at the best suppliers out there, they're looking to partner with the best subcontractors. From a project management perspective, the best thing for us to get the best results is to put a strong group of people around a table and build a strong team that can do that.